There you go. Let's look at the gameplay here. So towards the left, as you can see, that's an explosive start. And let me just do a quick recap. Kevin went first, and I believe he went with oh no, I think DPD went first, and that's the play. No, Kevin went first, dropped in Urza's saga, dropped the kit, the book, and then discarded the devil, and then it came back Daredevil, and now it's DPD's turn, and he's taking up the vial for one. And now, guys, you can see here clearly that these guys are master of their craft, right? They are shortcutting each and every one, each and every step, but we'll try to accommodate that one. Ooh, ooh, I believe that's a Thalia. Thalia's lieutenant right there for two, dropping in for two. That would pump their. Wait, no, that's not. Is that No, no. Okay, so he dropped a champion of Parish, and then he went with Thalia, not Thalia's guardian, but Thalia itself. Oh my god! All right. So end of turn. It's now Kevin's turn. Shuffling, looking for a an artifact. Let's see what it is. What is that card? I can't see too clearly, guys. If you know what that card is on chat, let me know. I believe that is either a pithing needle. Do agree. All right, that's another food. Daredevil comes in, comes back up. What a combo. What a card. And that's all right. Asmora. Asmora. The Grozzer. I hadn't heard. Guys, truth be told, I'm not that master of this card, but is a great card. What it does is that if there are, you can sacrifice two food, and then it can destroy target creature in play. So since he actually just discarded the card, he's going to activate the Asmo. So Asmo doesn't have a casting cost, but rather her effects is more or less if you discarded a card, then you can play this for free. Something along that lines. Correct. Then therefore, since he discarded a card, that's the reason why he was able to do it for free. And now he basically sacrificed the food, targeting the Thalia. What a great play. That's Reflector Mage. Yo, Barney, welcome to the stream, yo. That's a Reflector Mage right there, targeting Asmo, I would assume. In response, he's going to tap that foil book. Daredevil comes up, sacrifice the food again, targeting that priest. Oh, yikes. Asmo comes back to the hand, and this card, this deck is sweet. It's all right. Looking at how the gameplay turned out, right? It's not a great start for humans. It looks like it's not a great, a great matchup against humans. So that's the Daredevil again, going back in and out because an artifact came into play, and now that's a Thought Monitor. Thought Monitor comes to play. Draw two cards. It's 7 to cast 2/2 flying, and it has affinity for artifacts. A great card when you're actually comboing out in terms of like the books and the food. So I think one of the cornerstones of this deck is actually the books. So looking at the sideboard, if you want to go Pithing Needle on the books, that would be great. Oh, that's a Meddling Mage out there, making sure that Asmo doesn't come back to play. That's a good card right there. A good play from DPD. DPD is not a he's not a foreign to top 8. He made it to top 8 last season, and he was piloting one of my beloved decks, which is Adnos slash. Yeah, actually, they combined two cards. That's Adnos, Win, and Inverter. And now it's Kevin's turn. He played another Urza's Saga. The great thing about this one is that he doesn't really need the Asmo to be in play to win. He can just, overwhelm you with a lot of artifact spells and create that Karn Golem token. I think from the looks of it, DPD is bouncing back 3 cards in hand. Guys, by the way, that's how you play the league games right there. DPD is exemplary in showing the number of cards in his hand. The amount of cards in field is also shown. The graveyard is clearly seen, visible. Although things are clearly foiled, you can basically see almost no glare from there. And also, I would like to commend Kevin as well too for doing us that as well. Everybody has been blinged out their deck. That goes to show when you actually bling out decks, right? You actually am a master of one of those decks because blinging out your deck into foil, all right, that's a Thalia's Lieutenant and swinging for that damage. I believe that's 3 damage and another 3 damage would constitute 6 damage overall. I believe the life total now becomes 13 to 10. No, it's not 13. I think it's 19 to 10. Um, I know initially, what you call this, Kevin looks like he was up, but now it kind of looks like he's on the back foot, creating a lot of food tokens right there with the Daredevil. Saga ticks up, draws the card, and looks like he needs to take care of that meddling mage first in order for him to do the thing. That's a Mishra's Bauble coming into play. Let's see what he does. All right, he's going to take a peek. All right, that's a Mantis. Ooh, that's a Mantis Rider right there. That's not a thing they want to see, especially when you're down to 10. I believe that's down to 10 or down to 13. Sorry about that one, guys, on screen. You may want to count with me later on. All right, and he just basically passes the turn with a threat activation of Urza Saga. So usually what you can do with Urza Saga is you can actually trigger it end of turn and then trigger it again during your upkeep so that you get 2 golems, maximizes the efficiency of that card. He drew a card during DPD's upkeep. And of course, we already know the Mantis Rider in play. Mantis Rider come in, Flying Haste Vigilance, such a beauty. Look at that card. And it pumps up the Thalia's Lieutenant. He's going to attack in the air. All right, he's going to block with the Thought Monitor. And then end of turn, he's going to create a Golem. Sexy Golem, look at that. Golem is a huge beast, and now he's going to do the entire thing again. That's a Daredevil pumping up with the food. Comes up, comes back. I think he can just shortcut this. And the Golem now becomes, wow, that's a huge Golem. 7 food into play. That's an 8/8 Golem at the very least. Wait. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's an 11/11 Golem. All right, he already drew the card, so I think there is a Saga trigger on the stack here. He's deciding whether or not he can do it. He's just going to create a Karn token for now, sacrifice it, search for a artifact, either spell bomb. He can then bounce, what you call this, the meddling mage, and then decimate the opponent. 6 cards in hand. DPD being deliberate on his turn. Is that another? Ooh. Ooh. Is that a reflector mage? Oh, that's a reflector mage. Copying a reflector mage. Triggering that Thalia's Lieutenant. This is his window right here. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a 12 damage right there. So there are arguments here wherein he could just copy the Mantis Rider. Mantis Rider is flying anyway, so he can do that. Or if he wants, he can copy the Meddling Mage because it was shown that opponent already have a spell bomb here. So I think that's a little bit not. I'm a little bit on the fence there on why that was done. Let's look at the deck list of DPD right here. Looking at DPD's deck list right here, I don't think he has an instant speed answer to Asmo. Yeah, yeah. Definitely, I am not in total agreement with what happened right there. But it depends. Honestly, what would happen here is just basically bounce. That's okay. The land was slow, but the land is now here. Either spell bomb bounces the meddling mage, and then in response, you get all those lovely, lovely food tokens. That was a heads up play right there. That's an Asmo. Hmm. All right, that's how we cut it up. One, two, three, one, two, three. Bobby Lee says, classmate ko yan nung high school. Yo! Spellbomb with the clutch. That's true. That's why I was thinking a while ago that he would needed to have copied the meddling mage a while ago, honestly. This one is just going to be decimating the entire board right here. It could be an oversight from DPD's side here. I mean, there are options a while ago. We could just like copy the what you call this, the Mantis Rider, and just go ham. Now it's kind of like, oh man, I'm not even sure how you can bounce back with this. That's a thought monitor right there. Kevin is bouncing back definitely. If you guys are wondering, this is an open deck list. They all know what their cards are. That's a bubble activation, showing them Thalia's Lieutenant. Yeah, a tad bit slower. Yikes. I felt that DPD could have had that game. Now I think it's kind of hard to do so. That's an Imperial recruiter. I would assume he'll be recruiting something to deal with that Asmo. Probably a reflector mage. Yep, that's a reflector mage. Card on top of the library right there. Oof. Urza's kitchen. That's a swing right there. And I believe Kevin is rocking the less glare dragon sleeves as well. All right, turn one vial. That's a Cavern of Souls to turn one vial. And that's a street rate -2. 18. Kevin is on 18 right now. Asmo, turn one. Oof. Into a cookbook. As you can see, shortcuts. Shortcuts, guys, is the key. So if you could see how he dropped it, 213 or 231. All right, it's now DPD's turn. DPT land drop. That's an island. Chalice of the Void for 1. Oof. It's going to attack with Asmo. That is the sequence that Jerson was saying a while ago. Where's the cookbook? I thought he played the cookbook. Oh no, he played the Asmo. My bad, guys. My bad. Asmo has a casting cost of 1. My bad. My bad. My bad. That's the sequence that Jerson was saying a while ago. An early chalice. No wonder DPD kept that chalice of the void. You can see that the ether vial is now ticked up to 2. 3 to cast right here. Is it a Mantis Rider? Reflector Mage, reflecting that Asmo back to hand. Now I think that's a meddling mage right there. Oh, thinking. Wait. Okay. That's an abrade right there. Correct, Jerson. It's cool. That's cool. But I think he's just going to name the book. And now he's passing the turn, one card in hand. Another ouch. So Kevin is now at 15. Pirate spell bomb in the hand right there. So the question becomes, how do you want to sequence this? Do you bounce right now? If you have a street rate fetch for it? Street rate or not? Alright, he's going to bounce the... Okay, that's a meddling mage bounce. That's a book. And I think DPD named the book here. A heads up play for Kevin. That's a good play right there. In order for Kevin to bounce back here, oof, that's not what you want to see on a humans player. You need just four lands the most. That's it. So I believe Kevin is now down to 13. Prylate for 1, I would assume. Or Prylate for 0. That's another chalice on a body. Wow. Oh, he's naming 1. Interesting. Oh, that's because he has the meddling mage to say, yep, this is meddling mage. I'm going to name your Asmo. Pass your turn. He's now going to create a food. That's a food token right there. The Daredevil comes back. Top upkeep draw. Now let's see what happens here. How will, if you're Kevin, how will you navigate around this though? So you already, your options are, you can't fatal push right now. Ooh, okay, okay. And that's Emery right there. He's gonna mill. So although guys, Emery has a discounted cost, its casting cost is not 1. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, what a great card, Emery. Bringing back the Thought Monitor. This deck is amazing. I don't think that's how it goes. Okay, that's a med. Okay, I thought he tapped it for 1. He played the engineered explosives for 2. So that means that the meddling mage at the very least is looking desperate. All right, DPD will now crack that land. Let's see what he draws. Untap, upkeep, draw. He's cracking another land. Oh, guys, sign of desperation. Alpha attack, alpha swing. Kevin is down to 14. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bringing him down to 8. Let's see how it goes. That's he's going to go alpha strike and swarm them. All right. That's another food right there. Okay. So depending on how Kevin sequences this, so assuming if the card that DPD has in hand is another meddling mage, Kevin must sequence this wherein he has to discard the card first before he activates the explosion. All right. Okay, that's an activation. If the last card from DPD is a meddling mage, this will be bad because he can respond to this and then he can just drop meddling mage. But because he doesn't have it, I guess he's on the clear. But that was very tricky, guys. Remember to do the discarding first before you activate the what you call this explosion. There was a window there where DPD can just slide in there his what you call this meddling mage or even the prelate. You can just slide in, copy prelate, and say casting cost of 0. Right? 3 foods. On top, on top. Asmo is a 3/3 beast. 5 cards in hand. Opponent's down to 8. You have 4 creatures, functionally 3. And opponent has 2 blockers. You have to force this. I'm not sure what is in DPD's hand. That's another land. Another cycle for a land. Oof, not what you want to see. DPD is flooding, guys. All right, okay. So it really depends on what DPD has here. This is his window of opportunity, right? He has his either vial set at 2. Oh, okay. He's just going to attack with his reflector mage. Uh, okay. But Asmo is a 3/3, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, right? Asmo is a 3/3. Oh, okay. He's basically threatening a Thalia's lieutenant. But if that's the case, I'm just going to Alpha Strike, though. 2 cards in hand. This is very, very sauce. It's either he only has have mana in hand. But honestly, for me, I would have just gone with the Alpha Strike. Opponent is down to 8. And now the window is closing. That's food onto food. I wonder what those 2 cards are. It's a land. Oh, okay. I think he's heavily mana flooding. 3 to cast right here. That's another Reflector Mage foil targeting the thing that grows the Champion of Parish. Triggers them both. Daredevil for 2. One more time. Okay. So now the question becomes, so it's on the stack. He's going to target one of those. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Here's another Reflector Mage. Bounce it back. All right. Okay. What's the last card in hand? Could it be land? All right. He's negating one of those damage. So that's just down 1 damage here. So I think he would be down to 7. Yes, Kevin is down to 7 now. Clutch plays, clutch plays. That means next turn Asmo can't be in play. But this is Urza mana territory. Yes, that's Urza. And here's the Golem. It's not looking good. Not looking good indeed. Depends on what Kevin has in hand. Kevin has, I believe, at least 3 more cards in hand. All right, let's see. DPD, what's your top deck? Yeah. Okay. No, Tito Tanex. It's Kevin Villanueva who's playing Urza's Kitchen excellently. So he's going to take 2 damage. He's down to 10. Okay. I mean down to 5. All right. I think this is very it's not looking good. Yeah, I don't think this is something that this feels really bad, man. Yeah, very bad indeed. Yeah, I think this is just marks the end right here. It's another Daredevil, another Daredevil. That's an Asmo. Search for another cookbook on YouTube and Instagram. We do have a gram. Top Deck PH. All right. Uh, that's another cookbook. That's 5 food. That's 7, 8. All right. He's now going to tap 3 and 2. Activate Urza. Uh, okay. I believe that sleeve is anti-glare. Okay. All right. That's another mana source. That's a pass right there. So Kevin is not really in a hurry to do anything here. He has the upper hand definitely. He has a big golem. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Golem is a 10-10, guys. Easy. Easy 10-10. He can just basically ramp up and play his entire library here. Yep. Attacking with everything, including the noble hierarch. Oh, DPD doing his exhibition, doing his best. Talia's lieutenant. That's 1, 1, and 1. That's what we love about this game. And then he's just gonna Asmo shoot. I believe the thing that's blocking the Asmo. Yeah. I think it's over, guys. I think they're just discussing the combat math from now. That's a champion of parish on top, informing the decision. And I think basically this is just looking at whether or not he can win with one goblin swing. Don't think so because Athalia is right there. It really depends on what he draws. If it's a fatal push, then I think it's just game. This deck is sweet. Pirate spell bomb. Yep, it's over. Right? He's just going to attack with that. I think he can attack with everything, right? Okay. Kevin is just having his very conservative approach. But I think at that point in time he could have already won right there. He could the pirate spell bomb. He has like 3 more foods right there. Yeah, there was a line that he could have won already on the spot a while ago. Yeah, he could have swing with Asmo. So the line that I was thinking a while ago, guys, is Pirate spell bomb your blocker, and I create 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then that's 15, 15 on board, 15 damage. And I think DPD is down to 16. He's down to one. He can't even tap one of those manas then. Yeah. Yep. Daredevil. Foil into play. Pass the turn. Yep. DPD. I think this is it. That's a champion of parish, the one that we saw in the Mishra's bubble a while ago. Yeah. Kill the parish. Then kill the thing. Noble hierarch. That's it. And top upkeep. Draw. Definitely. He could have won a while ago. Again, doing the thing. Plus three, that's five. 5, 7, 8, 9. We're going to attack with everything. I believe that's lethal. Yep. Daredevil, I think, is 4-1. Those are both lands. You don't want to see that, guys.